Hi everyone. If I haven't spoken to you and I haven't introduced myself, this is me. So I'm a corporate currency consultant for businesses across the globe. I'm particularly targeting the Baltic region at the moment. I spearhead the project for Currencies Direct. Also, I'm a recent master's graduate in international business and finance. I've spent a lot of time in development programs, helping businesses develop their global touch from just the domestic market. And I'm using the knowledge and experience that I've gained through all my experience in order to help businesses across the world, and on this occasion, particularly in the Baltics. So about Currencies Direct, we definitely feel that we are the right partner for businesses in every single field to improve their global capacity. We know businesses do differ from business to business, and we take a tailored approach to try and make sure that we create the correct solution for every specific business that we work with. Our key facts. So we've been established since 1996. We employ over 500 employees and specialists across the world. We have over 25 offices in 5 continents. We also have serviced around 250,000 customers to date since we've established. And we manage over £6.5 billion worth of currency trades every single year, and hold the highest credit worthiness by Dun & Bradstreet. So, of course, the currency market is a very volatile place, and for that reason, it is not good for a business to be lagging behind and not having the capacity to know what is happening in the market. And what we try to do is make sure that the businesses have the right knowledge and tools available for them in order to protect their profits and in order to make them a lot safer than going into a market that is volatile and losing money. With our personalized approach, you can achieve more predictable cash flow, which would improve your financial forecasting, mitigate currency risks, and capture opportunities for global growth. So we try to take a 4-step plan to securing your profit. The first step of this is to identify what your exposure is. So how much are you doing? Where is it going? How often are you making payments and whatnot? Then we try and understand your objectives. Why are you working with us? What is it that you want to achieve from working with us? And from this, we can tailor a strategy to every single business individually to make sure that you have the best solution possible for your business moving forward. And we go ahead and we execute that strategy. In terms of fund security, we adhere to all the rules set out by CAS. So we keep all funds given to us from clients in segregated accounts held by Barclays. We're also authorized by FCA, which, for those of you who don't know, is the Financial Conduct Authority that governs the United Kingdom. So why are we focusing on the Baltic market? Through our research, we've noticed a lot of great economic growth between all the Baltic states. So that's Estonia, I don't know why I'm saying this, but Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. And this is consistently supported by foreign direct investment pouring into these countries. There's a huge amount of export and import, mainly within Europe, and we are aware of that, but also on a global scale. Last year, Latvia exported $12.4 billion of goods and imported a further $16.4 billion worth of goods. 10.2 billion did remain within the European Union and Europe in general, if we consider Russia in that sector, Switzerland in that sector as well. With the largest customer base being Lithuania, Russia, Estonia, and the United Kingdom. For non-European trade destinations, this does include China and the USA, which contributes to 1.4% to China and 3.5% to the US of all trade in 2017, if we just capture that little moment in time. And the main exports to these countries are timber, wood products, peat, gas turbines, hard liquor, and also electronics, which isn't listed there. There is a growing appetite, as we've shown in our little example and exercise with the card machines, and there's a growing appetite for innovation and technology within this space. And the Baltics are a connective spine between the Eastern European market and Western European market, and therefore want to revolutionize how Baltic businesses trade and support their growth. So how are payments and FX managed in the Baltics currently? Our research into the sector, looking more into the banking sector and also other currency providers, we found that businesses within the Baltic region purchasing FX and conducting international payments through their banks, which of course is a traditional method and it's understandable. But with this becomes a lack of transparency for customers when making payments, which allows banks and other currency providers to take advantage of the lack of knowledge. Also, there's an absence in development and innovation within the banking sector due to a lack of competitive spirit and a lack of innovation in the banking sector does not mirror the business growth and the business direction within the Baltics. And this creates a deficiency in the amount of available products that businesses are able to utilize, and also creates a deficiency in how businesses are able to protect their profits. We understand the main import and export destinations are between Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Russia, Poland, and Scandinavia. Also Western Europe. And we are entering the market to revolutionize how businesses manage their payments and their process, and are confident that we'll cut costs for businesses trading within Europe through SEPA payments, and we certainly will cut costs for businesses trading outside of Europe. So how do we differentiate ourselves to the banks? Banks always seem to be charging high FX conversion costs, unless you're a massive enterprise like Apple. There tends to be a lack of information given to companies, and no access to hedging products. And you also get a call center kind of service, so you don't get a tailored service and you don't get a dedicated account manager. Whereas with us, how we differentiate, we provide bank beating rates, we provide knowledge, daily updates, we provide transparent pricing. We also provide alternative methods of how to trade through forward contracts, options, market orders, and we give this information, we give these tools to all companies of different sizes. And we also provide every company with their own dedicated account manager. As well as that, FX is all we do. We don't do anything else. We don't do insurance. We don't do personal banking. All we do is FX. So about Latvia. In Latvia, we noticed that there was great economic growth, 5% over the last year, which is much higher than what was expected and predicted by economists. The output of growth was reported for all major sectors of the economy, including construction, information technologies, and investment. The Latvian exporters have remained competitive and gained a more significant portion of the European market. Latvia is also the 78th out of 221 of the largest exporting economies in the world, and as of 2017, imported goods of up to 16 1.4 billion. And it is also the 35th out of 221 economies with the most complex economy, which is a great, great sign as it shows economic development. As of 2017, the predominant Latvian imports include electronic equipment, of all, which accounts for 23.7% of all exports annually. Also chemicals, pharmaceuticals, refined petroleum, and automotive vehicles and parts. Latvia is a reflection of the rapid change in the Baltic business landscape as it continues to thoroughly invest into its tech industry. And some of the interesting facts that we found out about Latvia is they invented jeans. So the tailor Jacob W. Davis was born in, I'm going to try and pronounce this, Jacobs Jufus in Riga, and emigrated to the US as a young man in 1854. And 2 years later, someone came up to him and asked him if he could create a pair of jeans for her wood-cutting husband. And he invented the modern-day jeans, which was patented a few years later. Another interesting fact that we found out about the Baltic region, not Latvia, is a sport of Estonian wife carrying. Right? So I'm guessing you all know what Estonian wife carrying is, but this is a popular technique. So how can we help businesses in the Baltics? Whether you need to manage incoming or outgoing payments, or multiple payments as well, we're here to empower businesses throughout the Baltics by providing them with very competitive rates on the spot market, fantastic solutions in regards to forwards, market orders, FX options. And some of the areas that we specialize in include multiple payments for businesses that are having to make salary payments, contractor payments, and generating around 100 to 1,000, 10,000 payments at any given run. We also have online execution and apps that are available to all our clients free of charge. In terms of incoming payments, receiving international payments should not be costly or difficult. And with us, receiving international payments, you can receive them in multiple funds, reduce the cost of converting them. You can also manage your funds and accept payments effortlessly and create new business opportunities around the world with one of our secure currency accounts. On our platform, you can hold multiple currencies. With the banks, they do provide this service, but at a cost. With us, it's completely free of charge to utilize this service. Also, you can automate currency conversion for optimal cash flow, set rate alerts. If you are looking to target something a little bit more desirable for yourself, then or for your business rather, then you can set a currency alert. So you don't have to monitor the market. We'll monitor the market for you. And once it hits that, we'll immediately let you know via email, via text message, or even via phone call if you prefer that method. We monitor the market for you 24/7. And it avoids working with us because we have a global touch in over 5 continents. You do not have to open overseas bank accounts to reap the rewards in terms of costs. You can just use us and we'll execute all your trades for you just with one registration, whether it will be in the UK or in the Baltics or United States, it doesn't matter. Outgoing payments. We aim to streamline your payment process and reduce costs. And what we want to do is expand your global touch. The amount of currencies that are available to you exceed 120 currencies. You can increase your efficiency through our mass payment solution if that is a method that would be ideal for your business. We allow businesses to take control and reduce risk. Access to our online platform is 24/7. You can use our currency tools to secure your desired rate and protect against unexpected market movement. Fast, reliable, and transparent. That's what we believe is one of our core values. And benefit from market insight. So one of our dedicated account managers and specialists will get in contact with businesses and let them know that the market is moving in their favor and it will be best to trade now, or give them advice on whether the market moves against them. And as well as that, they'll provide them with all forecasting for the year to come, the month to come, the week to come. Hedging. So the reason why businesses would choose to hedge is to swap volatility for predictability. Predictability is good because we can certify how much we're going to receive in terms of cash flow. And the objective is to ensure that your profit is protected from any major shifts in the currency market. An effective hedging strategy balances security and opportunity. And we're here to help you find the best hedging strategy. Some of our hedging strategies include market orders. Market orders essentially are an order that's placed into the market at a more desired rate of exchange, and if that rate of exchange is hit, it will be automatically locked in for you. However, it does not pose a contractual obligation to continue trading, but perhaps in the Asian trading hours where there's a lack of liquidity in the market, there is more volatility and your desired rate may be hit. And you don't have to monitor that but we'll monitor for you and lock in as needed. Forward contracts. Forward contracts are pretty straightforward. It's just simply buying out a certain amount of currency at a desired rate so that you know you're going to be receiving that currency at that rate at any given time. And if the market goes south, then you are protected. Options. Options are a combination really of spots and forwards. So you can secure 100% of your entire exposure. And with options, if the market does go south, then you are protected at 100%. But if the market goes north, you can still buy above the level. So you can buy at the level that is above what you desired. So it would be better than what you wanted. And this is an example of risk and reward in a diagram. So with the spot market, you have zero protection. So if the market does go south, you have nothing that will help you and your profits will be affected. But if it does go north in your favor, then of course you can participate 100%. Vanilla options, as I just explained, you are protected at a certain level, and if it goes below that level, you'll still be able to buy here, and if it goes above it, you can start buying here. Tailored strategies are probably the best thing to do, so it would be a combination of getting involved in forwards and spots, but of course it depends on every business's appetite and what they desire. So some of our other services, which I think will be interesting, is a mass payment solution that we've just launched. We've been developing a mass payment solution for around about 2 years, and we've integrated AI technology so businesses can upload up to 10,000 payments at any given time and generate those payments just through one single file, and that can be done on a continual basis, so there's no need for having to reinsert file after file after file. There's no need to handle each payment at once, and the AI technology pre-validates all information to make sure those payments get to the right place at the right time, and the risk of receiving returns back is reduced, because if you receive returns, there's a cost attached to it, and sending them back again is another cost, so that's triple dipping. Private effects for individuals who are looking to purchase houses overseas, pay for certain services overseas, then we can, or purchase travel money, then private effects is another one. Private effects for the Jewish community. So the Jewish community tend to immigrate back to Israel, but as well as that, they, and I think the process is called Aliyah. And as well as that, they send their children over for studies in Israel. And we service currency transactions to the Israel market, and the movement of funds for the Jewish community. Partnerships is something that Helmut's alluded to, and that's one of our other services. So we work with not only businesses, but individuals who are connected to other businesses or individuals and are able to refer them on to us. And if we do business with them, through a pre-agreed percentage, our partner would receive a referral share. So of all trades that go through, you'd receive a share. And that is not on one, but that is for all trades that are put through from your referral client or your referred client. Does that make sense, or should I
Lifetime referrals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. If they trade with us for a lifetime, then you continue having a share of their trade. Our app as well. And white label solutions. So we work with a number of organizations who have exposure to currency, such as travel agencies or other FX firms, who perhaps haven't invested enough in research and development to have white label solutions. And what we do is, instead of, very similar actually to what you were mentioning about how outsourcing, almost outsourcing. So outsourcing our product to other organizations, and from what goes through their website, through our platform. So our platform is integrated onto their website, and what goes through from their customers, we take a share and they take a share. So very similar to a partnership, but we're providing you with our service to your website as a business. And that's advantageous, of course, to many businesses, because it gives their customer base an additional service, and it works as a client retention method. Currency insight. As I said before, you're always going to have a dedicated account manager, and they'll always keep you up to date with what is happening in the market, where it's going, how does it work in your favor, and how can we work to re-strategize or take advantage of the market. And these are a list of some of our currencies. So we're able to do dirhams to the Emirates, Indian rupees, euro of course, Hong Kong dollars. So many different currencies. This is just a few. There's over 120. Getting started with us is extremely simple. It's just a 5-minute registration, and registration does not contractually oblige our clients to trade with us. It's just simply for KYC reasons and GDPR. So, and of course, putting them into our system, so we're able to get in contact and let you know if any further requirements are needed. And that is pretty much it. I'll open the floor to any questions. Be happy to share.
Any questions?
Yeah?
Can you tell me who are the biggest currency exchange players in the UK market?
In the UK market, we are Western Union, the banks, of course. Who else? TransferWise, that's an Estonian company, as I was saying, founded by 2 Estonians. Yeah, so there's a few big players, but we're definitely up there.
Do you know Voltcoast?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're a big company, of course. Global Reach, that's another company. But in terms of sheer size and global touch, I would say that we're bigger. Yeah.
Latvia big percent.
I'll
Я отправляешь в Латвию очень большие проценты. Откуда они эти данные?
paskaidrots, vēl Latvijas kods. Es nesaprotu. No
Skaties,
kāda
ja
procenta
procenti,
sūtīt?
jā. Nu, skaties, ko rādījuši tā.
Oh,
No kurienes viņam
oh,
informācija nāk?
you were showing the details of the billions Latvian imports and exports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where did you get that data from?
Yeah.
So MIT University,
Information.
Yes.
was it correct or was it incorrect?
Jā, jā.
So this is pretty much, okay, there we go.
Yeah, about Latvia.
Yeah.
Jā,
So MIT University, there was 3 individuals who decided to look at complex economic metrics, and it's just a mathematic way of looking at. It's a mathematical way of looking at different economies and how they change. So why it is complex is because every single economy, when you remeasure it, if it's a developing economy, if there's a new element in that economy that is a revenue, then that is put into that econometrics mathematical formula, and then they give you a ranking depending on the movement. So these guys specialized in that particular mathematic, and they created a website, and that website is just a massive data stream of everything. That they not only offload responsibility to research, but also they research themselves. And of course, through looking them on the internet and whatnot and finding out a bit more, but mainly I use a database to retrieve all the information about the Latvian economy. And I would love to show you guys because it's unbelievable. Would you like me to show you the?
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah.
So did you say MIT? Yes.
Yes. One of the guys is called Arnold, the other one is Seamus.
Yeah.
Let me connect to the Wi-Fi.
72Q. Yes.
Yeah.
Guest.
Oh, guest.
Yes, and be our guest. All small letters.
Hold small letters.
Be our guest.
There you go.
Those numbers actually were quite worrying, as I didn't see seeing that there was a difference of 4 billion in import and export. No?
There we go. So,
Okay, yes.
what this is able to do is break down the economy to literally the minute details of imports and exports. So, let's take, for example, let's look at cars. So the automotive industry accounts for, so just cars alone accounts for 4.3%. But if we break that down into where does Latvia import cars from, I can look at, give me just a moment while that loads. Right, let me go back one step so I can show you separate windows. And I was showed this years and years ago by a Dutch fella who is doing well for himself. Okay, there we go. Right. Let me open this as well so I can show you. Right, so where does Latvia actually import cars from? And there you go. I can get a breakdown of the countries that Latvia are importing cars from. And the values. Moreover, I can look at Latvia's importation industry. I can look at their importation industry. Let's look at chemicals and pharmaceuticals. And I can actually drill down even further. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever used software called Bloomberg. You must have heard of it. Yeah? So Bloomberg developed a ridiculous platform which could literally drill down to, let's say I'm looking at Latvian imports, and then I'm in pharmaceuticals. Then I can look at what pharmaceuticals Latvia, what are the Latvian pharmaceuticals? Then I can look even deeper, how much are they doing? How much are they importing or exporting? Then I can drill down even deeper and check who are they getting things from. So I can check their suppliers and their suppliers' suppliers, their amounts, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, I mean Bloomberg, it's open for anyone to purchase. So you purchase access to the platform. They give you a special keyboard, and I can drill down.
Sounds like sensitive business information.
Yeah.
You might want to mention the price.
Yeah.
Just in case people want to just take
Yeah. It's in the tens of thousands, not hundreds, but tens of thousands. And this is almost like a very small version of Bloomberg, a little taste.
Bloomberg Live.
Yeah, exactly, Bloomberg Lite. So I use this kind of information to retrieve data. Yeah?
That picture shows stats of the imports or just the cars?
No. So I can now look into the specific countries and how much they're actually importing. And this is for, this is the total amount of importation in 2017 by Latvia.
In Czech Lithuania?
Yeah, yeah. I do have to say, Latvians, you might be...
How much you bring back from Latvia?
Lithuania actually, they have a little bit better numbers.
I like the C26, 30. Okay, and again, 4 billion, the difference is 4 billion.
Yeah.
Like a rough between exports and imports.
Yeah.
4 billion minus.
Yeah, but it's not minus 4 billion because you have to think about the reselling value. So, for example, Lithuania might...
It is all about money coming in and money going out.
Exactly. So, a massive importing country is the USA. But they export. So imagine if we import iPhones and we import them for £20 after everything's done. Then the resale value is £800 and we sell that off to the United Kingdom, we sell that off to nations in Africa, nations in the Far East. That means that the markup is so huge, it doesn't matter how much we're importing, the after sales value is much higher.
One thing is a trade within the country, but then if every year 4 billion minus, 4 billion minus.
Yeah. But then again, this is a figure for one...
Okay. So what was the amount of Lithuania?
Lithuania, this is the numbers.
Population-wise, they are twice as large.
That's right, it's got 3
billion, yes.
registered.
So 1.65 now, right? Yes, twice.
2.7.
There you go. Is there any more questions at all?
Tobacco.
Sorry?
Tobacco.
Yeah, tobacco is a massive industry. Where's tobacco?
Smuggling from Belarus.
No, they are.
So,
Lithuanians are even. They are bringing money for Latvia.
this is a great example of
Not drinking.
this is a great example of
No, we got Max don't carry the Max.
this is a great example of basically refining products and resale. So crude oil is predominantly in Lithuania. I think all crude oil is actually taken from Russia. Yeah. And then the refined petroleum is sold on. Yeah. Very good. Any questions at all?
So what are you looking for?
What am I looking for? I'm looking. Various businesses that are looking to grow within this market and the global market. Businesses that need support in terms of understanding the currency market, understanding how to tackle it in the best possible way. Looking for partners who are able to refer me to other businesses that would be utilizing our service in that manner, and as well as that, looking to help individuals manage their own private effects as well, and payments. Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions?
No, not sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
From your personal opinion, when is the next crisis happening?
Right now. Yeah, constantly. There's constant crisis. What kind of?
I'm referencing to 2009 because for
Yeah.
example, the Moody's said everything can be fine. Literally, it was started with the false ratings and hedge funds, which I believe your company manages. So basically, you are into the depth of the whole global markets. So, from your personal opinion, when is the big bang?
My personal opinion is completely invalid, but I'll give it to you. The thing is, since the 2008-2009 financial crash, American businesses, how they govern the entire country, they haven't learned at all. They still operate in a very similar manner. So I predict that, and the global economy in general, still operate in a very similar manner than how they did prior to the crash. So I think next 5 to 10 years again, but I can't give you solid reasons why, because I don't have enough time in the day. If I had more time in the day, I'd definitely find solid reasons. But yeah, 5 to 10 years. Yeah. Start saving cash. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.